your answer there, by the way, and we're completely aligned in our values and our thinking, which is why obviously, you know, we were the right fit for each other. But what is it that the fact that you work in this model, you work the way that you do, why does that benefit the customer?
I've got it. So it's a great question, because I'm out most days speaking to people about the value of their houses and what it'd be like working for me. And I often say to them, you know, if you work with me, you get a personal service. So that means I'm the person here. I'm going to be getting your house ready for marketing, being here with the photographers, doing the viewings, negotiating offers. And I will be your main point of contact throughout the whole transaction. And I limit myself to around about 4 to 5, a maximum of 5 instructions every single month. And I guess, you know, coming back to your question would be, you know, a bit like saying, well, so what? Like, you know, if I want to sell my house, what difference if you take on 20 properties or you take on 10 properties? So what if you're only taking on 4 or 5 properties a month? So one way to try and communicate the difference that makes is that it's a long journey when you're selling a house, you know, and from the minute you sign that piece of paper with an estate agent till you hand the keys over, on average is at least around 5 months at the moment. Okay, it's getting a little bit longer as we're going through these slightly changing economic times. And the estate agent's job, amongst many other things, is to, one way I call it, is to remove any obstacle out the way that would stop somebody from wanting to buy that property. And then once they've agreed to buy that property, the other 50% of the job is again removing all those obstacles, potential obstacles, looking down the road, seeing what problems could occur, getting them out of the way, so you do get to that day where you are handing over your keys, where you are moving on to your next dream home. And really, with the 25 years experience I've got, the ongoing and never-ending commitment I have to training and development, which Keller Williams are the masters at. I don't know a company, let alone an estate agency, that provides that, you know, to their business partners. And that's really why people come to me, you know, because there are some other agents who take professional photographs that, you know, all of us use Rightmove and Zoopla, but are we looking at our property descriptions? Are we recreating our marketing tools every 2 or 3 weeks? Are we negotiating those offers in a way where we're creating timelines and leverage that will help our clients make sure they get to where they want to be? And that's really what being a personal agent is about. That's really what limiting to 4 or 5 properties a month. You know, I read a statistic recently which said currently 60% of properties that go on with an estate agent aren't selling with the first estate agent.
That's right.
So I think what's happening is estate agents are going back to, I would say, probably not even 10 years ago, probably 30 years ago mentality, almost when I started, which was get it on the market, you know, take it on, and then we'll work on the homeowner. We'll tell them the price they want to hear to get it on the market, and then we'll try and get that price down. Okay. Well, people are a lot more savvy these days and a lot more clued up. And if you turn around to them and say, we'll put it on X amount of money, and 6 weeks later you're telling them, I think the price is a bit high, they're not going to want to work with you, because you lose that trust, you know, you lose that relationship. And so I think that's one of the things that we do very differently at Keller Williams as well.
I feel a little bit emotional about that, Richard. That was that was absolutely wonderful. How so beautifully articulated about what this is, and it's the time, isn't it? It's the time that you're allowed in this model, because you're so leveraged with the systems and the tools, because you've got, you know, a team in the market centre supporting you with the admin side of things. It gives you more time to dedicate to those customers and those clients to really understand their journey, because nobody moves for fun. You know, there's always an emotional reason behind that move, and it's really important to understand that and be there and you know, manage expectations and hold their hand throughout the journey. And you do that so beautifully well. So I really, really do love being a partner of yours.
Thank you.
So Richard, what's the goal? You know, what's the plan for the next 12 months? Bye.